you.
I'm the boss.
No, you're not.
I'm the boss.
Dude, I swear, if you were the boss of
I'm
me,
the boss.
Then I would do a hostile takeover.
I'm the boss.
I will do a hostile takeover of your company.
I'm the boss. Like a boss.
Why are we talking about bosses?
Like a boss. Because we saw horrible bosses.
Talk to corporate.
Like a boss.
Approve memo.
Like a boss.
Lead a workshop.
Like a boss.
Eat a bagel.
No, I was,
something like that.
I was waiting for Promote Synergy because that's my favorite part.
No. What? I thought it was.
Promote Synergy like a boss.
Yeah. And then.
So we just.
Okay.
So we saw Horrible Bosses 2. It's, I like it. It's
No, it was. It's in the name. It's horrible.
It was marginally better, at least to me, because apparently a lot of people like the first one. I mean, it did very well, and it has a sequel for that no one really asked for, but exists now. So okay.
I mean, it has Jennifer Aniston, Kevin Spacey, and then all of those other guys. It was.
They really.
I mean,
Jennifer Aniston was just forced into this movie for no good reason.
I felt like everyone was forced into this movie with no good reason.
Or Jason Bateman felt like it because Jason Bateman's has to be the straight man to Jason Sudeikis and Charlie Day. And he played frustrated very well, but I can't tell if that's his performance or if that he was actually frustrated being there on set.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
because you didn't see the first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first one, but I can tell from this movie that everyone, the trio, the Three Stooges, they are complete dumbasses.
I know. Both movies. It's ultimate.
I had an aneurysm and a couple more after that, like 1,000 times in this movie. And I couldn't take it anymore. You saw me lie down and take up that whole row.
I was afraid you were just sleepy.
No, that's my hibernation mode where I'm just like going through the motions and I'm just looking at the images and being like, okay, that's not...
We were really close to being the only two people in this theater.
Yeah, people were leaving.
No?
Weren't there people leaving?
To get snacks or go to the restroom. Because honestly, they weren't missing much. Based on the comedy. Because we got here 10 minutes before the actual showtime at 7. I was at 7. We were the only two for nearly for almost the entire time until everyone just started showing up last minute. Even then there were only 10 other people, and only one of them was a dude.
Yeah. What? Why girls then?
Because Jason Sudeikis is somehow a ladies' man. I don't know how he's not particularly that funny, at least to me. He's not particularly attractive, but then again, he has dated, boned, impregnated, and is engaged to Olivia Wilde. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, and Olivia Wilde's
I'm fucking jealous. Wow! Congrats to you, man. You know what?
And to be fair, he's
faggot.
Don't say that.
You're a faggot. I hate you now. I'm jealous.
To be fair, though, Jason Sudeikis is probably the one having the most fun in this entire movie. Especially when you look at... Because one of those movies that is so worried it's not funny enough that... It's one of those comedies that's not funny enough that it has the outtakes as part of the credits. And when you have that, then you're in a very... You know that's probably kind of a bad sign.
Yeah, typically. So...
And we're going back to the thing about your tangents.
Oh my gosh, there were so many tangents. That's probably one of the big reasons why this whole movie turned me off. The comedy doesn't flow, you know?
It's a weird case where the cast and the general approach to it seems to have a lot of energy, and at least the cast has a lot of energy, but there's no momentum in it.
Yeah, they go one way and then suddenly they swerve into the left going for sex and lewd jokes.
No, that was my problem with the first one, because it had a good framework, and then as the movie went on, it just kept devolving into strange unrelated plot turns and weird attempts at comedy. And this one, I think maybe it's solely because of Chris Pine and his energy that kept it, at least it seemed to give it a little bit more focus towards the end.
A little more focused, but then also, but the thing is the character itself is very redundant. I couldn't stand the character that he played, and in
Wait.
fact, most of the characters. The only character that was characters that were good were the original boss that ended.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey, and then
He's only in 2 scenes.
what is it? Jamie Foxx, and then
He was redundant until like the very end.
he was redundant at the very end.
No, I liked him in, like at the end, but otherwise like he seemed really redundant.
And then Jennifer Aniston pulled through.
She's like I appreciate her like even like despite all her not conservative nature, but like what's the word for it? Never mind. But like she goes like for broke in like all her like scenes.
Oh yeah, very.
Granted, there's only like 4 of them.
Yeah, she
And
just
it's-
has to play as a freaking nymphomaniac kind of person. Although, actually, not necessarily nymphomaniac. I mean, like,
So she's a sex addict.
no, not a sex addict. She's a dick collector. She like.
In a way, that's a bit of a nymphomaniac.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And she's great. The whole again, like the whole like cast is great. Though like the
Cast is great. No. I'd say that half the cast is great, and the out of the big 3 players, the big 3 main characters, 2 of them are complete idiots.
that's the problem because like
So then that basically makes up half.
the problem is that okay, in the first movie there was like a slight there was I guess a bit of a differentiation between Sudeikis and Day. Day was the hypermaniac that's like the big doof, while Sudeikis is I guess the ladies man. Here they're both idiots. They're more or less the same.
Ugh.
So like basically like 3/4 of the movie is Jason Bateman being really frustrated at them while they agree on like the same stupid idea.
Basically.
And
Oh, it's so true. Oh, and I
And
couldn't
like
take it anymore.
and like okay, in shorter spurts, like on clips you see on YouTube, that's funny enough. But then like when you see them, how like they are even in context and how they are actually in the movie, it gets old pretty fast, pretty freaking fast.
Like, what is it? 15 minutes in?
What?
20 minutes in.
20 minutes in when they actually start the whole like, oh, we got Christoph Waltz, who's wasted in this? He does nothing funny. He basically bankrupts their company and plans to take their product for his own, and so that's why they have to make they
Who
come
would
up with-
want that fucking product anyway? It's so stupid. Yeah. Horrible boss.
Shower Pal.
Shower.
What's it does?
That's
Reduce-
such a better name than ours. Shower Buddy. We tried Shower Friends, but that
Now,
sounds
as
a
bad
little-
mouthing as we are, like I still laughed. I laughed like a lot. I laughed a lot at like not the big scenes mostly, but a lot of like the smaller tangents, mostly from Charlie Day.
No.
That was me. At least.
That Charlie Day was just straight up annoying, and I couldn't.
Yeah,
just
you
couldn't stand.
You do
him.
have this weird dynamic where okay, Jason Bateman seems to not want to be there. Jason Sudeikis is having way too much fun on one, and Charlie Day is overcompensating.
Well said. Well said.
But like I think like what made this movie for me, especially at least what made it work more together for me was Chris Pine, because he's not a good like straight action hero. That's why he hasn't been in that many of them. But when you see him do like more comedic bits, especially in this movie, he has this great sort of weird manic energy that's almost creepy. Like when he laughs, it's almost like he could be like almost a half decent Joker.
Wait, Chris Pine, right?
Yeah,
Chris Pine.
he could have he has like a half decent Joker laugh, or like this big like expressive grin.
It feels very forced. It doesn't feel like it feel natural though.
I don't
Actually, that's most of the cast, anyways.
Oh, alright. Well, again, like I don't know who wanted a Horrible Bosses sequel, but because even then, a lot of people saw Horrible Bosses 1. A lot of people liked it, but no one really talks about it that much.
That's true.
As opposed to like all the comedies that came out in 2011, people still watch Bridesmaids. Bad Teacher got a TV show for some reason that was okay. What were the other big hits? Horror Boss is one of them. It has a sequel, but no one really wanted it in the first place. Again.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say something. Shoot.
I like the car chase at the end.
Car chase? Oh.
There, okay, that's like
that was pretty funny.
I laughed a lot.
It was
because
dynamic.
I laughed at the train gag because that was so stupid. How long they kept going with it.
No, that was basically us. That was basically us, the Media Misfits in the car eating. That's basically us.
Honestly, we do the exact same movie basically every week. Or these guys wait 3 years to do the same thing and get paid have like a $50 million budget.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even, and just, I don't know, to take this in.
It's a weird case where, like, it's sort of you should watch the first one, but, like, it has almost nothing to do with the first one, outside of the leftover characters and some references.
And this is a comedy, so then by itself it should be
subjective.
A good standalone. It's subjective, but I didn't like it. If I had to compare it to, say, similar comedies, it felt like another SNL skit.
Yes. It has Jason Sudeikis in it.
Yeah, it's true. But then, but you know what I mean by SNL skit.
Yeah.
Everything is, like, a little too exaggerated to the point where it's, like, not even, like, natural funny.
I think the problem is because, like, it is, like, inherently a dark comedy premise, killing your boss or kidnapping someone.
But it's too ridiculous for that.
It feels like it's the safe version of ridiculous. It's like, here's some very raunchy bits, but like no actual like real bite. Or like we fast forward over that part. There's literally a part, where there's a subplot where Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston like basically have sex, and they're all caught on camera in her dentist's office, and like her and her staff, they watch it, but they're fast forwarding it. So they're literally cutting out all the raunchy parts.
Yeah.
And there's honestly not that much cursing even. It's basically like made ready for like TV. Because Horrible Bosses like
actually it kind of is now that I think about it.
Because you can watch the first one. You can watch the first one on FX fairly regularly, and they cut off basically all the swear words or censor them out. We're the Millers is the same thing. We're the Millers kind of the same way.
Okay, well, I guess it does have some kind of merit, sort of.
No, like if you're gonna do it,
trash.
If you're gonna do
trash.
If you're gonna do a dark comedy like premise, then especially if it's a sequel to a movie that people have seen a lot and people do like, then you have permission to go a lot harder.
Yeah.
If the Farrelly brothers did this, like Farrelly brothers in like the 90s, it'd be like the right kind of hilarious, like over the top ridiculous. Where people go like dogs died by like electrocution, and then Cameron Diaz got like cum stains over her ear and her hair.
Yeah.
Or Jim Carrey like got his like toe or thumb shot off. Like at least committing to like the bit where like a tone works better.
Yeah.
It sells the comedy better. Here, they haven't really improved much. I guess there really wasn't much to improve upon based on like how the people like the first one.
They just half-assed a movie though. They still half-assed a movie.
Oh, like it took. Yeah, none of the original like writers or directors came in. They're like you wouldn't tell honestly.
It felt like they were just milking it. Even though there wasn't much to milk off of in the first place. There's
like a 40, 45, maybe 60-minute script in here that's stretched out an extra hour based on tangents.
Tangents. That's freaking 60% of the movie, actually. Yeah. Tangents.
It's basically Sudeikis. Again, like the majority of the comedy is Sudeikis and they have like this really stupid idea. It's like, hey, while we're trying to like kidnap him or rob the money, let's integrate a trampoline and a zip line, and then write it on a whiteboard with a Sharpie that Jason Bateman will then like shot down because it's obviously a stupid idea and try to erase because he's frustrated.
Yeah.
There is a gag in the movie where like they tricked Jonathan Banks into thinking he like talked about kidnapping, and like his officer, the officer next to him is like, honestly, you could have said kidnapping. I was too distracted by all their yammering.
Kidnapping.
Yeah, and these people were too stupid already.
Oh.
It's like they can't even do basic spelling or math.
These guys want things, but they're not even qualified to even get them.
Yeah.
Fucking privilege. Oh.
Oh yeah. Also, nothing at the end credits, unfortunately.
Oh, nothing at the end credits, people.
But final thoughts.
Don't watch it. I don't want to. I regret watching this. This is me.
If you like the first one, then by all means. But otherwise, you can wait to rent it again. You can wait to rent it like I did for the first one.
Reddit. Yeah.
It's nothing great.
Yeah, that
but,
would
like,
be a better bet.
It's nothing great, but or like again, wait till it comes out on cable in like 2 years.
Yeah.
You lose nothing, honestly, and plus having commercial breaks will probably make the comedy like stand out better. Actually, now I think about it.
I guess that's all we can say, right?
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Like
I'm
a
Top
boss.
Moe though.
Like a boss.
Boss. Bye bye.
Like a boss.